Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2. Last time we explored the town of Syum. Well, most of it anyway. Yeah, it probably will. The ever dependable. So, after last time where she was embarrassed of any thought of being in a relationship, even faking it with Ryudo, now she's all happy making jokes about it. Okay, sure, why not? Yeah, the reason why I went and talked to everybody the first time that we got here before running around now is because it made sense to get the initial lines of dialogue, even if most of them weren't too similar. Mainly to see if Rowan had any reaction to things, but here it's all about the comedy aspect. There's actually a relatively interesting scene coming up. There's an annoying one, and then there's one that's a whole lot of fun. I'm not going to go in all the houses and talk to everybody. Just talking to the people on the way by. Yeah, we're going to smooch all over town. You're blushing. Now, there is an important person to talk to. Yes, I mean no. We're only traveling together on business. Why do you look upset, Elena? Now she's upset that he is not admitting it. I believe, is it you? He's not available. Wait a minute. She seemed very adamant about that. Gathering information. Be quiet. Oh, I love this. Is it you then? It must be you. Yes. The secret for catching goldfish. I am interested. No. Yes, you definitely want to figure this one out, otherwise you'll miss out on items. 2 of them, in fact. They're not useful, but you'll miss out on them. The key method for catching goldfish. Ready? Is to smile. Seriously. They just love to have fun, and if they see you smiling, they'll let you catch them. This game is stupid, but hilarious too. Make sure you get that line of dialogue, because if you do not, you won't be able to catch any goldfish at all. You'll look so beautiful. It'll definitely look good on you. If you say so. Best to have a ribbon that's about twice the length of your tail. Wait. And your tail is, nobody else has a tail. Put it in your hair. You don't have a tail. Yeah, you probably shouldn't, bud. Yeah, you could open your eyes, but anyway. What beautiful fabrics, bandanas, scarves, vests. These are the Mao tribe guys that also sing, but apparently that's not all they do. I don't think it's for sale. Got mixed up in the merchandise. Singing and dancing. We also play flutes, and apparently you guys sell clothes. Oh dear. Okay, enough of that. Alright, we'll talk to a couple of people. Is that one really edible? Give it a try. So there's 2 here. Yeah, there's pass, and then there's 2 of these. This one is, I think, called Love Berries. And this one, it's a Mindful Melon. It works great on scatterbrain people. Elena, you should load up on that. Yeah, you are a little bit. Just kind of remember most of the people around here for later, just because there's kind of 2 aspects to a lot of this. No choice but to use. Let's see. Did he just eat paper? Are you alright? Never seen the Yamu product before. It is edible paper. And apparently Yamu is also the name of their tribe, or Elder of Yam. Seriously, game? Now I'm just thinking of, I am thinking of sushi with crispy yam strips on top. Oh, it's so good. I'm hungry now. Never mind, let's get back to this. I am actually hungry. It's about dinner time. I should probably go eat, but after recording. Edible paper. Best to have it when you're on the move. Paper starts to weigh a lot. Very much so. If you've ever moved like big, bundles of copy paper, it's pretty heavy. Let's see. They do have a lot of dialogue out of these people. They're just kind of explaining more lore about the game. It's not so much for our characters' reactions to things. It's more just this world is very strange. Welcome to the world of stupid inventions. Paper that has flavor. My favorite is barbecue. Barbecue flavored paper. Okay, we already talked to you. Uncommon to see a geohound and a sister as a church couple. You do look good together. Mind if I write you two in my current book? It's okay. Sure, why not? That's great. Okay. Basically, these people are all about writing stories. Yeah, he's the oldest one. Is that the same? No, it's not the same line. Okay, anyway, enough talking to you. Let's talk to the fortune teller. Basically, it's a festival or a ceremony or whatever, so the whole point of this and most of this episode will be just to talk to some of the people and do some of the little mini games and stuff like that. And then we'll talk to Hemble. We will get to him, don't you worry, we're over half done all this stuff. Let's hear you talk about the fortunes here. There will be a rival in your love life. I see a suspicious character who wants to split you two apart. You're way off. We're not romantically involved anyway. Yes, right? Wait, shouldn't you be adamant about that? Anyway, never mind. What about you? The girly-looking guy was their leader. Yeah, basically they're talking about the circus troupe that we met back in the second town. Okay, now here's the Goldfish game. If you have talked to that one lady and learned the secret of it, you will be able to do it. Sure, it's comical. Let's do this. Alright. Like this? That's not a smile, bud. The only smile he ever has is really a laughing smile. But yeah, he can't really do it. He's not very good at smiling, I guess. But we might as well give it to Elena. And we got a big smile. I caught one. And yes, your prize is literally just a poff nut. We get a lot of poff nuts, and none of them are very useful. I don't think I can get anything here. Yeah, there's juice here, but we can't do anything with it yet. We're looking for Hemble. The next tent. Oh boy, everyone who's ever played this game dreads this moment. You know anything about a divine sword? I don't talk to no one without a proper introduction. What is with those lips? Oh, I don't know. I just don't. In a way, he's kind of like Big Joe from Xenogears. Kind of not. In terms of being a very strange looking muscular dude, he is, and that's about it. At least Big Joe had, a character and a backstory. This guy's just weird. Hold hands and giggle and stuff. You cannot do such things, huh? Or because you're a lousy actor. Come on, the Pope is asking you here. We need to find the damn sword. Okay, it is for the sake of the people. Yeah, I don't buy it. And now we got a question for you. Sure. We're smiling, we're holding hands. Why the hell else would we so damn near each other? And Ryudo was saying that Elena couldn't act. Come into the tent. Anyway, let's head in here. This is one of the weirdest things in this entire game. You have such bad taste. I don't know if he's coming on to Ryudo or just saying that he's a better choice? I have no idea. Okay, so he's trying to get a date. Okay, gotcha. Weak men are useless. I, on the other hand, I'm going to start thinking to Shadow Hearts. Well, the second Shadow Hearts. If you've played the game, you know exactly which character I'm thinking of, just because they're both complete doofuses, and they're both very, very big dudes. Anyway, out and say it. What a temper. I can't believe you'd hang around with a boy like this. He's no good for you. No good at all. And there we go. Elena gets in defensive mode. Yeah, don't insult my bodyguard. I mean my boyfriend. I mean, no, my bodyguard. Yes, that one. The game is arm wrestling. I hate it. I get to keep... He's not a parrot. Actually, I don't know what kind of bird he is. Now, here comes one of the most annoying minigames in the entire game because they specifically tell you to do something that would make the game more difficult. Arm wrestling. R for trigger adds power to your arm. Pulling the trigger makes the power greater, and the other more powerful than the other guy's arm, but saps your endurance. Your endurance drops 0, you can't push against the other guy's arm. Pushing the A button or on a 360 controller or an X button on a PlayStation controller. I don't know what it would be on the Dreamcast because I never played that version. I've seen somebody play that version, but I've never played it myself. Keep pushing the A button to restore your endurance. You can't use the A button and the R trigger at the same time. That's specifically what they say. But it's kind of not true, and it at least makes it more difficult for you to understand the game. If you try and alternate between pressing the R trigger and, pressing it quickly, and then pressing the X button quickly, or the A button or whatever, you're going to have a hard time of it. And I've seen multiple different strategies that may or may not work. Most of them have given me grief, the ones I've tried, save for one which makes all of this really, really easy. Always hold the R button and then rhythmically tap the X or A button or whatever your main button is. And that's the best way I've found to beat him. There's a mini game after this where you can go in and do more of it for prizes, and you can get through all but the last stage with this method without losing at all. It's very, very easy. So anyway, hold down R1 and just rhythmically tap the button. Basically just like this.
Damn!
Okay, I was quiet there so you could kind of hear my pressing of the button, and I changed it throughout the entire round just to kind of adjust. If I wasn't using enough endurance, then I went a little faster. If I was using too much, I slowed down. That's kind of how it works. That round, I think, always goes to the point where Elena helps you kind of cheat. And then look at those tears, like, seriously? No thank you. Yeah, tell us about the sword. I don't know anything. You're useless. This guy is completely useless. What could we have been thinking? Well, we were thinking we were trying to get some information because we were told to come here. It didn't work very well. Shut up, princess. At least I wasn't enjoying it. Bet your church would just love to hear about you, though. Must have been mistaken. But it was so funny. Of course it was. I'm having too much fun. Which I didn't really get the impression of until she said it, but okay. She's tired, so she's going to take a nap here. Well, no, she's going to take a seat. And he's going to go get a drink for her, which is nice. Now, there are 2 times when you can go and go back in here and do all of these. One is now, and the one will be after you get the drink and after another event happens. But there are 5 prizes you can gain from challenging this guy. So in order to do that, we have to win twice. It's a best of 3 kind of thing. Now, basically, do you want me to show all this on screen? I don't even know. And I lost already. Do note you kind of have to watch the arms as well as the meters there. Now, one of the interesting things about the first bunch of rounds is that as you notice how his hand is falling now, if you don't watch the meters, watch his hands for a second. As more time goes on in the round, he will start to put less power forward, and it'll be a lot easier to beat him. And so, yeah, there you go. It takes a little bit of getting used to when you first start off again, but once you get kind of used to it, it's not too bad. And the thing is if you run too low on stamina or on endurance, you can always slow down your pace and you'll gain a little bit of it back. Don't worry if he overpowers you a little bit like he was there, because now he's back down to almost no power again. And as long as you keep your power above his power, he's not going to win. Now, this isn't necessarily the fastest way in the world to beat him, but as long as you keep doing this, it's very difficult to lose. You have to basically outright screw it up like I did in the first one. And the reason I did that is because I wasn't even looking at the arms. I was just watching the meters. Anyway, so the first prize we get is a revival gem. Now, I think basically the next 3 levels, there's 5 total items, are basically it's the same strategy. It's only the last level that you really have to change your strategy. So I'm just going to do the rest of this off screen and show you the prizes I get, and then we'll show off the 5th and final round because it's slightly different. Okay, and for beating him the next time, we get the Hero's Elixir, which is actually really, really good, even though we'll probably never use it. Like I was saying before, sometimes he'll take you all the way down to almost no endurance, like right from the start. It'll be really hard to keep up with him, but you can usually outlast him in the first 4, for the first 4 prizes. So don't worry if you fall, down to only like an inch worth of endurance left. Just kind of keep rhythmically doing it, and eventually you should be able to outlast him. If you lose 1 round here or there, it doesn't really matter. It all takes practice to get really good at. So, okay, so we got the second, or I guess that's the 3rd item. This is the big one. That's the new sword that is way better than what we have now. So, anyway, I'm going to beat it one more time, and we'll see what we get. Okay, there we go, and we get a gold feather for that. One more time. First one to win or to beat the other twice wins. Now, this one will be a lot harder. He's going to have a lot more stamina. So just take a look at how his power is super high. I'm going to have to use most of my endurance right at the start of this just to stay alive. And he may beat me. Yep, he's probably going to beat me. Yeah. So that's entirely possible. The last round is very difficult. He just gets usually too much. As you can see, I'm going to blatantly use most of my endurance right at the start. Wow. Yeah, see, he can beat you really quickly because he has far more endurance than you do. So yeah, we're going to have to challenge you again. Luckily, they don't force you to win all 5 rounds all over again. So I like to kind of keep myself down to barely a little bit, and I can usually outlast him. Now, unfortunately, all comes down to when he finally runs out. As you can see, it takes him a long time to run out, which is why it's usually pretty difficult. And even once he does, he'll sometimes get little spurts. But usually once he runs all the way out of power, he's stuck down a lot lower for quite a long time. But you can keep your power higher if you kind of hover right at the beginning of endurance there, or the E on endurance. Keep your endurance meter all the way down there. So it's difficult. I would waste a lot of my endurance early, because otherwise he'll just kill you right away, just like he's going to do here. Yeah, see, he wasted all his too. So hopefully, no. Yeah, some of them are literally impossible to win. It just, sometimes it says, no, you don't get to win. All right, in the last attempt, I just wasted all my endurance right off the bat, just so you can kind of balance him out, which usually keeps your hand high enough up that he won't get a chance to take you right down. As you can see, it's may have worked here, but basically your plan is use all of your endurance. This is round 2, by the way, just to kind of keep his arm locked, kind of straight up and down. Then you should have enough leeway in order to win. You just have to use a lot of your endurance fast. It's just more than I remembered, because it was actually in my notes to use a lot of my endurance early on in the match, because that's where you need to. You do that normally anyway. It's just a lot more in this one, and it's more than I remembered it being, because as you can see, I think this is my next attempt, really. Yeah, this is my next attempt, so it's not like I even cut anything out, but just the first round. But yeah, once you get to that point, it's usually not too bad, and we get glass slippers. And he can't beat us now, so he gives up and you can't challenge him anymore. But that's pretty much all the time I have for today. Let's we can look at what the weapon is. Yeah, all the way up to 80 attack power from 55. Very nice. It's got a blizzard effect, which doesn't really come into play. Very few enemies are strong against ice, at least at this point in the game. But yeah, very, very good item to get. What else did I get here? I got another revival, which doesn't matter. And I got some shoes for a female. And yeah, she's been unequipped there. What else? I think that's pretty much all for now. Yeah, so that's going to do it for this one. Next time, our goal, by the way, is to go get a drink. So next time we will go get a drink and see how Elena's doing. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.